Okay,
We
guys,
live,
we're
baby.
live.
We live, baby.
But yeah, I totally recommend Telling Lies. It's like, it's not long. It only takes like, what, 3 hours?
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta play. Isn't the Ninja Turtle game on Game Pass too?
Yes, it is.
I gotta check that out.
I've got 2 months of free Game Pass left,
Mm,
and then I will cancel my Game Pass.
really?
Not because it's a bad service. I just have other stuff to play.
So you got trapped
Like
in the
that new
Game Pass.
PlayStation 5.
Yeah, I just got a PlayStation 5 that I'm not
Hmm.
playing until my 2 months of Game Pass is up. So.
Congratulations, man.
Okay. Is that the end of the music? Yes.
so.
Hey,
I don't know.
Hey,
but
everybody.
It didn't play, dog.
Music's not
on it to
playing?
play, but it did not play.
At least it didn't play for us.
Well, shit. Oh, whatever.
No,
I'll put the music in
it.
afterwards.
It didn't play.
Whatever.
It didn't play.
Welcome to Reality Breach Live. We're a podcast that apparently still doesn't know how to use the internet.
Don't put that
My
on
name's
us,
Sergio.
dog.
Look, your heads are as big as mine on this screen. That means you're just as responsible.
Put that on us, Ricky Bobby.
I am your host, Sergio, as always. And with me are two of my good buds, Alden Kirkland and Jarius Thomas. How's it going, guys?
It's going. It's going. We're striving to survive in a world that wants to keep us impoverished. I know that was way too dark to start a show, huh?
I loved
Yeah,
it.
man.
I loved it. Tell the
This
fucking
is-
truth when somebody asks you how you're doing. Tell the
This
truth.
podcast is supposed to be uplifting.
Tell
right?
the truth.
We got an hour.
Jay,
for
I will
that.
never take that away from you. Tell
Thank
your
you.
truth, man. Tell your truth.
Welcome to our stream. We do this once every 2 weeks, and then we archive the streams on YouTube. And if you want to hear us not on a stream or on a video, you can subscribe to the podcast on all major podcast players. Just search for Reality Breached Live, not the other Reality Breach. That's all in the past. That's old stuff. Reality Breached Live. That's who we are. We have, 3 topics today, guys?
Yes.
Or 4.
Or 4. Or yeah.
Who's counting?
Honestly, one of these topics I believe we could go the entire hour on, but I do want to squeeze in some of these other ones. So, Jarius, you saw a movie this week.
I did. Go ahead.
What movie would that be?
I saw Jordan Peele's latest creation, Nope, starring, is it Daniel Kaluuya? I just found out.
Daniel Kaluuya.
Kaluuya.
So I heard it said, and it's Kaluuya, and it blew my mind. And as well as Keke Palmer. It's less of a,
do not forget our best friend from The Walking Dead.
I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name that well. First of all, I stopped watching The Walking Dead a long time ago. I just know he's on there.
Was.
There you go. Yes,
Very much was.
It's less of a horror movie than both Us and Get Out was, and more of a sci-fi. As far, and I won't get into any spoilers because you two haven't seen it, but as far as what they expect, in my review, I gave it a 4 out of 5, and I said it was a cross between E.T. and Jaws. That's the best way I can describe this movie. I know that makes no sense, but after you see it, I want you to come back and tell me if I was right or not. I feel like I am, though. But yeah.
So there's aliens, and those aliens want to eat you on a boat. The boat is Earth.
I'm not going to respond to that.
That means I'm right.
Because I made a promise.
That means I'm right.
I'm not going to respond to that. But it's very intriguing. One thing I will say about Jordan Peele, that he's clearly a master of his pacing. The build to get to where you ultimately end up is well worth the journey. And the performances really carried this one. As far as us, Lupita Nyong'o, she was fantastic. Daniel Kaluuya was fantastic in Get Out. Keke Palmer and Daniel Kaluuya come together and they make a truly incredible tandem. And it's at its heart, it's a story about siblings as well, and their relationship is the heart of the movie. Honestly, I went in preparing to, be shocked and horrified and all that. I did not expect to get a bit of a heartwarming story in the heart of it. So yeah, I highly recommend it. It's a lot to talk about. It's very polarizing, and I can understand why. Because you're going to go in maybe feeling like you're getting one movie, and you get some of that movie, but the rest of the stuff, some fans may not have signed up for. And that's the best way I can give it to you without telling you.
I absolutely love Keke Palmer.
This movie is going to make you love
she can breathe on the script, and I'm going to watch it.
And she said, let me just say something about her, because there was this trend about her being compared to Zendaya and how colorism may have uplifted Zendaya over Keke Palmer, and that's just completely false. Keke Palmer has always been
It's
hot.
100% false.
She's always been hot. Zendaya is hot for her own reasons. She's a great actress in her own right. I don't think it's fair to compare the two. But, people on the internet like to kind of stir up things.
I agree. I disagree with that. I agree with you. Keke is always been getting. She has yet to get a check that bounced.
Exactly. And as far as her, I don't know how many number one movies she's been in, but this one she's already recognized. But this movie allows you to see that she's kind of hit a new stride. It's like she's in a bag. To get more of a comparison, like she's really giving a good performance in here, and I would like to see her in kind of more horror sci-fi movies after seeing this. Like she does a really good job.
She's a scream queen. She's definitely a scream queen.
Absolutely, man. But yeah, Keke Palmer is the real standout here, and Daniel also plays off of her very well.
Okay.
Because Keke shows up, she actually shows up in the show Scream Queens.
She does.
If you haven't watched, it's so damn great.
Very good movie. I mean,
one of the greatest quotes. Put my chainsaw back where you got it from.
Yeah.
She's also in the Scream TV series.
I didn't know that.
She's in like the second or third season of Scream.
Okay.
So she's definitely a scream queen. She knows how to work it. But then, and I think Keke Palmer's been in her bag for a long time. When you think about, like, have you seen the TV show Star?
No, I haven't.
She plays like a character. So it's a branch off of Empire, but she plays like this like rap singer, like bad bitch aficionado like character on Star, and she's like,
I'm not surprised.
Pulling her handles up.
Exactly. I'm not
bag.
surprised that she's still good. Have you seen the video of her impersonating Angela Bassett?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely.
It's great. It's fantastic.
I've always said that she is Angela Bassett.
Like, I've always said they favor. They look exactly alike to me.
Tequila and the Bee.
Yeah, exactly. It's just good. Like she's. I look forward to seeing more of her works going forward, and then like when she really gets to around the Angela Bassett tier, I'm waiting to see what she pulls out, because Angela Bassett has always been great, but she's gotten to this golden era as well. So
yeah. I don't know if I have nothing against Keke Palmer, but saying she's going to make it to the Angela Bassett tier is like, that's a big ask.
I can see it.
There's literally only like 5 actors
if you don't have it, and she got it,
who are in the Angela Bassett tier.
If anybody can, you know what? I'm not going to say that. We'll wait and see. I plan on being around long enough for us to be able to revisit this topic.
I agree with Jay. I do agree with Jay.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
If it happens,
yeah,
but
I get it. I get it.
Come on.
But yeah, man, those are my thoughts on Nope.
Okay, all right. So just the last thing on Keke Palmer. So as things typically go, when an actor or is like hot shit right now, they immediately get a phone call from Disney and they say, "What do you want to play in the MCU?"
Are you asking?
I don't think she's gonna take it.
If she were to take it, where do you think she fits?
I don't think she would take it.
Or does she not
honestly.
fit?
I don't think she would take it at all. After her spill with Nickelodeon and being on True Jackson VP, like I don't think she would take it because like for her that's like a really bittersweet moment. I've seen interviews of her talk about it, so like that was really bittersweet. She's not close to the cast members, like she's not close to anything. She was like, once I'm done, I'm done. So after her doing that with Nickelodeon and going into the Disney Marvel cinematic, I think if she does it, she's gonna have to have a check that's not gonna bounce for sure, like a big one, like big time.
Absolutely. I don't know. I really don't know.
Is there an X-Men person?
She'd be a bad Storm, and it just occurred to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what?
Look.
You know they already have plans for Storm already.
We ask these questions that way in a year and a half when they start announcing X-Men shit, we can be like, we said it.
I could also
a year and a half ago.
I could see her being a great Calypso as well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put a pin in both of those.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's keep those on the board.
If someone's updating the wiki.
I mean, but if they want to continue to go down, okay. So I thought about this yesterday, or was it today? I was like, man. So, Jonathan Majors is playing the role of Kang, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kang he's Jay's color. Catch where I'm going with this.
Oh yeah, your brother.
Somebody got jungle fever in the Richards family, and I want to know who it is. So, if she were to do it, she could be Sue.
Okay, I could see that, especially
I'm just
knowing
saying,
Kang's
somebody
history.
black in the Richards.
Knowing Kang's history, okay, I like that. I can dig that a lot.
Yeah.
And if Ryan Coogler puts his hands on Fantastic Four, once again, Michael B. Jordan will be Human Torch.
If he's not Dr. Doom.
No,
right.
no, we need a good actor to play Dr. Doom and
He
Reed
gonna cry,
Richards.
man. He gonna cry.
A man made of fire doesn't have any business leaking water from his face.
That's what I'm saying. He'd be a good Dr. Doom. He gonna cry. He gonna cry, man.
He is
gonna cry,
baby.
No. Let's move on to our next topic. And we actually accidentally transitioned right to it because we're moving to the MCU. And Alden and I talked about Miss Marvel, what was it, a month ago now?
Yeah.
Something like that. And we had a lot of glowing things to say about the first, 3 or 4 episodes. Mm-hmm. The rest of the show has come out now. And I want to kind of get you guys' final thoughts because both of you have watched the whole show, correct?
Yeah.
No, I haven't watched it, but I was spoiled on what happened, so I'm free to talk about it.
Oh, damn. Okay, so how did it get spoiled for you?
I spoiled it for myself. Somebody was like, it was one of those articles, and they was like, we have to explain how this is going to shake the rest of the MCU. And I was sucker for that. And I had no intentions of watching Miss Marvel. I've heard good things about the show, but I just had no intentions of watching it because I'm watching some of everything right now. So I said, what the hell? I clicked it.
Hey, look, dog,
you got to clickbait it. All right.
You just give it the streams. Give it the streams. Like, I think Disney is so, and I'm being so serious. Like, dog, put that shit like on if you had a friend that had music on Spotify and let that shit run.
Yeah.
Because
I want to support it. I've heard that it is a fantastic show. Like probably the best MCU show that's come out. And I've also heard that it's the best one since WandaVision, of course. But yeah, I plan to watch it. I just haven't had the bandwidth yet.
I want to tell that.
No. Like the middle episodes just kind of get lost up their own ass for a little while. It starts off real strong and ends extremely strong. But the thing we have to talk about, and we are going to spoil things here, so if you're watching and you don't want that spoiled, I guess 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
So we have mutants now? Fucking mutants? What?
Okay, so this is my main takeaway from all of this. Outside of it being mutants, Disney is all in on that 97 X-Men TV show. And they are absolutely going to keep that theme song because this is the second time it has popped up in the MCU. So that's when
why would we get rid of it? Why would we get rid of it? Like, I want a Whitney Houston impersonator to come in and sing the fucking theme song. Like, dude, bring it.
I have of all the things that I've asked for in X-Men, and I mean throughout all the franchises. When I was a kid watching the Zack Snyder. It is Zack Snyder, right? No, that's not Zack Snyder. What is his name? The dude, whatever the dude's name was that made the original movie.
Oh, Bryan Singer.
Bryan Singer. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Those are two very different.
Very different people. Yeah. Obviously, but
I did not know that Bryan Singer did that.
Yeah. Ever since those films, I've always wanted that theme song. And in the film, those films have their own theme song that's really good. But I've always wanted it. And now to see that they're committed to doing that, and not only that, but you know what, we'll talk about that. Anyways, I'm excited about that as much as I'm excited about hearing that mutants are here.
Yeah. Like, as I was watching it, I was thinking, this is the most important shit that has happened in an MCU show. MCU anything since Thanos snapped. Like,
and Miss Marvel got it.
And it was buried under 6 episodes of Miss Marvel. Like, what?
This is where you put this?
mean.
You know, because for a lot of people, it's going to just be an asterisk. It's going to be, oh, and by the way, Miss Marvel was the first, mutant that was found in the MCU. But for anyone who watched the show, that was the fantastic climax of it was, this is what we're working to. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it works well within the story they told in the show, because in the show she has the bangle and it gives her the powers, but the powers aren't really coming from the bangle and they're coming from her, but she's from this ancient bloodline, but then you find out in the last 10 seconds that ancient bloodline's not the reason she has powers. It's actually because she has mutated DNA. So the fuck is going on?
So you basically just described the issue with the entire MCU right now. There is too much going on and too many powers coming from too many things right now. And then we have no power scaling. According to the movies I fucking saw, the 10 rings from Shang-Chi can take on Thor in a straight up fight. Just from what I saw.
Don't get me started on power scales.
And we're not.
Characters are as strong as the story needs them to be. That's how it's always going to be in every story you ever watch.
I've already made my pitch for the 15-minute episode with you and I talking about this. So I won't get into everything that I want to discuss. But what you're saying is an issue that they're having. It's like a lot of things are coming from a lot of places. And there's no sense of direction up until a couple of days ago when some announcements were made. But yeah, it's all over the place.
I don't know. And this is where I struggle with it, because we had the same thing after the first Avengers film. Like, we didn't know where the hell we were going. we didn't know where the hell we were going. I mean, at the end of Avengers, like we try and forget about it, but like no, Thanos already had an Infinity Gauntlet. Like he had a gauntlet already. Like we forget about that, and he was like, "Oh, I'll do it myself." Like, so
That
did
was
we
the
go
end of the
through and just,
second one.
huh?
That was the end of the second one when he had the gauntlet.
Yeah, after Avengers, no, he picked after Avengers, he picked it up and he's like, "I'll do it myself." Or
Yeah.
was it Guardians?
That
But
was
like,
that was Age
but
of
we,
Ultron. And he at the end he grabs the gauntlet and he says, "I'll do it myself," and he goes off. And
but
we
like
don't get any.
we didn't know what the we didn't know what the hell we were doing then. Like,
I did.
so like,
Oh, I do.
we didn't,
Oh, I do.
we
half
knew
of the
where it was
universe.
going to go.
Dude, I got a quick story for you. Swear to God, we went to see Infinity War. Me, my wife, and my kid. We were sitting there, and I'm looking at it, and I went in knowing what happens in that book, and that half of the universe is about to be wiped away. What I didn't account for was the rest of the audience not knowing it, namely my wife and my kid. I was like, "Oh shit, we're ready for the next movie." They're traumatized. All right, so I said all that to say I knew where we were headed.
Yeah, I knew where we were going. But like,
I
it
get
was
what you're
like,
saying.
it's like, yeah, I know I'm supposed to be on this street, but that don't look like the house I'm supposed to be passing yet. So like, I knew
get
where
what
we were
you're
going,
saying.
and so
Yeah.
like that's what frustrates me about this whole thing, because we may get a power grid once the X-Men show up, because we
No,
have
we
those
won't.
like mutant levels. But like even if we don't, like at the end of the day, Thor is always going to name himself the strongest Avenger, and so will Hulk. Like, yeah,
Meanwhile,
so
Captain
we
Marvel
didn't
is
know
just doing
where we
whatever
were
she
going.
wants to do.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to the Marvels though, which you know what? Okay, I got two things I'm saving for the San Diego Comic Con discussion. Go ahead, Sergio.
Okay. Shit, I had something in my mind and then I forgot it.
Sorry.
Doesn't matter. Like, I'm excited for the Marvels because of the other two Marvels, not Captain Marvel.
Oh, we know
Yeah,
you're
absolutely.
excited about one
Yeah,
Marvel
yeah.
in particular.
You should be.
I remember what I was going to say. Like this whole power level, power grid, who's stronger than who, Thor is this. Like, I want there to be like a scene in a Marvel movie or a Marvel TV show where you have 4 college kids in a room arguing over who's the strongest Avenger, and there is a big graph behind them, and they're moving like people on it.
So you want the Big Bang Theory scene where they figure out the Terminator paradox?
Yes. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite scenes on this show.
And then like I want an Avenger to be like thrown through their window. And like, sorry guys, and they just jump right out. Like,
I love that.
That's the strongest, man. That's the strongest.
Mm-hmm.
He saved
okay,
us.
I actually like that.
Yeah.
So, Miss Marvel, it turned out to be really great to me at the beginning, and even at the end was really good. But Cameron,
he's the plot problem in that whole series.
I'm not even bothered by even that. He got the She-Hulk edit. He got the She-Hulk edit, dog. Like, how was Miss Marvel, like, all of her stuff was so critique and like very, very sharp, and it looks so good. And then you have his fucking power that just looks
That's
flat.
funny.
It looks so flat. I hated it, and I was like, "This is what She-Hulk's gonna look like. This is exactly what She-Hulk's gonna look like." And like, dog, every time I watch that trailer to She-Hulk, I get pissed off more and more, because when I first saw it, I got on this podcast and I said, "It looks unfinished. She looks unfinished compared to Banner, who looks fantastic and hot, but fantastic." Banner looks so damn good, and then you put She-Hulk, and she like this damn box. She's just green on screen. I hate it. And Cameron got the exact same thing because, like, as each time he used his power, I was like, just please don't use it no more. Please don't. Like, I don't care what you fucking have to do. Just find another way to not use your power. Because it just looked bad. It looks so bad to me.
And I have no problem with shit looking bad. Like,
I do.
I watch superhero movies in the
90s. I get that, but when you have like, you got it's you can tell that there are two different teams making this shit, and they're like, oh yeah, that works.
So there's a difference in between being having special effects that age poorly and having bad special effects in a era where they're not supposed to be bad. I'm one of those people
on the same screen, Jay. On the same fucking screen. I'm one
of those guys who can look at it and go, yeesh, that looks bad, but I keep on going. However, I do.
Sir, we did not come here to talk about Morbius.
I do acknowledge that, yes, She-Hulk does look rough, and I think I saw a clip of that guy's powers, Cameron's powers, and I was like, man, this shit crazy.
Look, we can't talk about how bad it looks without also talking about how fucking stupid it is.
His power?
Yeah, like, why does he have the same power
as
Mr. Marvel? Like Mr. Marvel? What is this?
It's like
as soon as he started doing his power shit, I was like, God, I wish it had died. Like, I really wish the character had died. He would have been more important to the story had he died. He would have been like Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have had to animate.
Kill that motherfucker.
Just kill him. Just kill him and change the whole thing. That's funny. That's horrible, but it's also funny.
It's fucking dumb. Just fucking dumb. Okay. Yeah, anything else about Ms. Marvel before we move on?
I really dislike that part. I'm very excited to see the mutants. I think the reason that what you hate so much about it, Sergio, is the fact that they made this casserole of what this character could be. Because at the end, like when they finally get to it, they're like, no, she is a mutant. No, she isn't Inhuman. No, it is the Bengal. So they could just go off of it. So they gave you this casserole, and so you should be like, I taste a hint of cinnamon. He was like, it's cinnamon.
But there's also avocado because fuck it, we're throwing everything in here.
No. It's the cinnamon though. You like the cinnamon. The cinnamon works.
I'm pretty sure there's oregano. It's oregano. I have a few words. Reed sent me a text message and said, I'm not going to be able to be on the show, but I would like to put my final thoughts on Ms. Marvel on the record. Now, mind you, he probably voice texted this to me, but I'm going to read it verbatim because I feel like that's the best effect. Overall, I liked Ms. Marvel. First few episodes were very good. The middle was a bit meh. Standard fare. Felt like a couple characters jarringly changed their position, i.e. the Jins being super nice to Kamala, and then they're actually sinister a bit out of nowhere. Kamala actress was good. Her dad was amazing. Liked her mom and her brother as well. Really enjoyed the playful art style they did early on, i.e. drawings and stick figures in the environment.
It started off sounding like a haiku.
That nigga should just write. Just write. Look, we don't put Reed back on here no more. Let's just let him write.
Just have him text all of his responses in it. Yeah.
We'll read his shit.
It's like
that's cohesive as fuck.
It's like a fan letter or something. That's the most cohesive thing he's ever put together.
Like the thing is this is the way all of his critiques are, but him having to text it means that he goes straight to the fucking point.
I loved it.
Right.
I loved it.
It's fantastic.
Read it again.
Way to go, Reed. Actually, when we get to the San Diego Comic-Con stuff, he has some more. So he has some more. So,
so we don't have to read it again because we'll get another synopsis from Reed.
Yes.
I love it.
Speaking of San Diego Comic-Con, we had the first.
Oh wait.
Yeah, right. We had the first major Comic-Con, like in-person Comic-Con, in what, 2 years? since
Yes,
since
it's pandemic.
2019. So I guess 3
Oh,
years.
3 dogs. Yes, 3 dogs.
Yeah, three years.
Yes.
And Marvel very much showed up to announce how do you say, a fuckload of stuff.
Yeah, somebody posted on Twitter. It was like, Hall H needs respiratory.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Someone
Please call the ER for Hall H.
Somebody has died. Go ahead.
So do we want to run through these announcements, or do we want to say our favorites first?
I think it's easier to run through it and then
Let's
find
do
out
it.
what we liked about it. Best about it.
Let's see.
Are we starting with DC's failures?
We'll get to DC if we get to DC.
Hey, look,
I think that's the fairest way to do it.
I saw a tweet the other day, and it was like, all of this because they realized the TV show was off screen, and I was like, dog, I would start a riot if they cancel Young Justice tomorrow. Like, I would go June 6th, dog. I mean January 6th. I'll go January 6th on fucking Warner Brothers. I'm knocking this shit down. You cancel this show one more fucking time.
I gotta watch the last 2 seasons.
Wow.
Jay, what are you doing, dog?
I got to.
Okay. So I hastily pulled up an article that says everything announced at Marvel Studios, the San Diego Comic-Con panel. Phase 6 has been confirmed. It will begin with Fantastic Four and end with Avengers, Kang, the Kang Dynasty, and Secret Wars. We'll get to that. What is this saga called? The Multiverse Saga. Which makes sense. It's like half the shit that they're doing right now is multiverse related.
And the word is constantly dropped.
We got a Black Panther 2 trailer.
If you
Thoughts?
ever all right, so I was doing something completely different. Damn near forgot that Marvel was going on. We were watching a movie, finished the movie, and I went to YouTube to look at the John Wick trailer. And the first thing that comes up on my screen is a Black Panther 2 trailer. I immediately played it. By the end of it, I had a couple tears in my eye, and I was yelling like an idiot. And my daughter had to come in here and be like, "Are you okay?" Essentially. That is one of the best trailers I've ever seen. And it does a good job of giving you an idea of what's going to happen without telling you the entire movie. Essentially, we're in a pageant to determine who's the next Black Panther is. The candidates appear to be going throughout the trailer, and you can just kind of figure out who's who. Is it going to be Winston Duke? Is it going to be, I've heard some people throwing the key out there. Is it going to be Shuri, or just somebody completely different that we didn't think about? Whatever. It is a fantastic trailer. But the main thing that I'm most excited about, and it ties into our previous discussion about mutants finally being in the MCU, is they look like they're going to do right by Namor, the Savage Submariner. Seeing that baby with those little wings, that was my first audible reaction to the trailer itself. I was like, "Hey, that's Namor." My wife was looking like, "Who?" But
it's Aquaman.
It's
right.
Aquaman.
As opposed to Aquaman, it's going to be Aquaman.
Aquaman.
What I like about this, and what I think DC kind of missed out on the opportunity, is it looks like they're going to give him a lot of culture, from what he wears to essentially like the jewelry and everything that he has on. It screams Mayan, which is what they're kind of going for. I believe they missed the opportunity on the other side with Aquaman to really lean into that Samoan heritage that he had. And it looks like Marvel is like, no, we're going to play this shit up. And this is the perfect movie to play that shit up in. So much happened in that little trailer that warrants repeated viewings. And I'm just, why can't we get this like next month? is where I'm at with it.
Well,
it's like
it's
right
this
down the
year.
street, though.
It's this year.
And we've been hearing the reports about Letitia Wright getting hurt and you know some production issues and things like that. Just not really
Production issues. No, it's Letitia Wright.
It's been her. I didn't want to say it, but it's been her. But we've been hearing about all this, and when you hear stories
it's not production
like that,
issues. It's her issues.
when you hear stories like that, you do tend to get worried as a fan. But at the end of the day, the part of this that I kind of lost sight of was Ryan Coogler is directing it.
Mm-hmm.
And his vision in the cinematography in their trailer is all worry that I've had about it. And as of now, for the rest of the year, that's my most anticipated movie. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, like it does not matter how good this movie is. I hope, regardless of how the movie does, I hope that this trailer is remembered for how good it is. Because not only does it do a fantastic job of setting up the movie, but it also so profoundly acknowledges the loss of Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa in a short, 2.5 minutes?
2.5 minutes. That's it.
Yeah. So like this movie could completely suck. This trailer exists now.
Yep.
The trailer is immortal.
And for now, that is what we as fans needed.
Mm-hmm. It is, because we needed something. Look, Phase 4 has been rough, man. It has been rough. We needed something. And honestly, Marvel never admitted, Marvel diehards have never admitted, they needed this W with this trailer, and they got a W.
Yeah. What about you, Alden?
I have not watched the trailer. Okay, so I don't know how many times I've said it on this podcast.
Oh yeah, you don't watch trailers.
I don't watch trailers typically. And this was something I thought about. Somebody asked me at work today why I didn't watch the trailer, and I was like, because they kind of ruin a story for me when I go in, like it's completely different. You know, when I watch Morbius, like people were like, "Oh, this movie's gonna be good," but in the back of my mind, I'm like, they showing you that now, but this movie's gonna fucking suck. And so, like, watching that trailer for Morbius and thinking, "Oh, we're gonna get the Sinister Six," and then turn around and like we only get Mike Keaton into the last minute of it, and like none of that stuff in the trailer happened.
Yeah.
And I was like, even when I think about Thor: Love and Thunder and like what that was, and so in my head, when I saw Tessa's character Valkyrie, you know, knowing that she was going to be king of Asgard,
right?
New Asgard,
and I'm like, she's gonna hate it. Like the way that they portray her in the trailer is that she hates it. She doesn't want to do it anymore. Like she missed being a Valkyrie. And then like even there's a part in the trailer where they're in the spot where the gods are and she's killing the gods, and she's like, "Oh, this is the greatest day of my life." And you don't get that because at the end of the day, when you watch the film, she loves being king. And so like it was a complete different story for me. So I actually don't watch trailers anymore. I mean, if it comes up like at a movie theater, I'll watch it because like I think movie theaters, they still give me that like amp about like being excited about it. And like now with YouTube being around, it's like, oh, we got a trailer for a trailer now, and I'm like, or I could just wait until the movie theater and be excited about it and like feel my blood rush. But like I've heard nothing but great things about this trailer that really makes me want to go and watch it. For real, like it really makes me want to go through and break and be like, I think I'm gonna go watch it. I think we're gonna watch it, but I'm really trying hard not to.
I would encourage you to watch it just once.
Me too.
Just once. Just watch it, because I've only watched it like twice. The emotional impact of it kind of washes away any like contextual stuff that they put in.
It's almost like the movie is secondary.
Exactly. Like there's a fantastic Angela Bassett speech, there's Namor, and then there's tears. Like those are the three things that you get out of the trailer, and that's enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we need to move on.
Yeah. Black Panther.
With Aquaman.
The next thing we have is the fourth Captain America is called Captain America New World Order. So it's going to be about wrestling.
Yes, absolutely. Can't wait to see Sting. Can't wait to see Sting and Triple H.
I was not prepared for that. I was not prepared for that. That's pretty good. And I had a whole spiel that I was ready to go with, but you ruined it.
I'll make sure to wear my NWO shirt and my Wolfpack shirt when I go and see this movie.
Okay, I'm cautiously optimistic, unlike a lot of people, about Anthony Mackie as Captain America. And I often say when it comes to him being Captain America, it's not a black thing, it's not a white thing, it's a Chris Evans thing. And Chris Evans not being Captain America again, Steven Rogers not being my Captain America, it's troublesome. However, I think the show does its best to try and cement Anthony Mackie being worthy with the character building that they do on there. I really want to see it for the story they set up there with the power broker, I believe was the alias and all of that. And then they went to Madripoor and they did something. Speaking of X-Men references, there's one right there. They went to Madripoor and all of that. And I'm intrigued to see what that is. The main thing that I want from all of this is for Bucky to become the Winter Soldier again. Because this Bucky getting his ass whooped left and right, that has to stop.
Like I said earlier, we're not having a conversation about power levels, okay?
Not at all. I'm just saying, stop letting the man get his ass.
Do you think Bucky will show up in the Wakanda Forever film?
It would be a nice touch if he did, but I don't think so.
I don't think he has to.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't think he has to, but I think it'd be cool considering that like that's full circle for Bucky.
Yeah.
When I think about the Winter Soldier, you said like Anthony Mackie becoming Captain America. I think in this sense, I think that show really showed Anthony Mackie even trying to believe himself that he's becoming
it's a good
Captain
story,
America. Like for real. Because the way that they portray it is like all you know is this blonde hair, blue-eyed man, white man to be like your savior. And like now I'm not that. And I'm not going to try and be that. And so like I'm not going to change my blackness to be what I think is best. And so I think it does a really great job of that. And so I don't have any quarrels with like the new Captain America movie. Now you might be right about the Bucky thing, but as far as like me feeling that Anthony Mackie's not going to do a good job as Captain America, I think he's still learning to be okay with it.
And that's why I say cautiously optimistic. I acknowledge the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which goes on to become Captain America and the Winter Soldier, does a good job of selling you on it to me. From him having those conversations, from him being Captain America without being violent, I thought that was important for him to just sit there and as a veteran, one soldier to another, kind of talk through those things. And then when it was time to fight, it was time to fight. So I give him props on that. It's just a matter of just seeing it play out on screen, because that's what this movie is essentially going to have to do. It's going to have to establish him as Captain America. And that's it. And it's important. It's a very important movie to the MCU.
It is a really important movie to the MCU. I feel like it's an even more important movie to the Captain America name, because prior to this movie, Falcon has just been a dude with wings.
Yes.
Just a dude with wings. Like as good as Chris Evans was as Captain America and Steve Rogers specifically, he was a super soldier, so he could get away with whatever the fuck he wanted to, because you weren't going to kill him. He's a super soldier.
Right.
This is going to be like swapping a melee character for a ranged character.
Yeah, and I saw someone kind of try and compare him to essentially Rhodey, who was kind of diminished to just be a Black Iron Man. I'm like, no, Rhodey is a decorated general. And also, like he has an important story arc that goes through Iron Man 3 and kind of is fluid throughout the rest of the Avengers. Like Rhodey has his own shit going on. He's a key part in the Civil War situation. Anthony Mackie doesn't even have that to go off of. So yeah, it's that show was the start of something, and by the end of Captain America 4, they have the task of saying this is Captain America going forward.
Yeah, and how is he not just a dude with wings?
Exactly.
Because they addressed the black thing. You know, they addressed that in the show. They did a fantastic job of doing that. But how is this dude heroic? Like, how is he? How is he a replacement for Steve Rogers?
He's got to earn his stripes. So
right.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah. All right. More news. She-Hulk and Black Panther will conclude Marvel's Phase 4, or the Dark Years, and Phase 5 will follow with the next set of movies and TV shows,
which would be Ant-Man and Wasp.
Quantumania.
That'll be the beginning of Phase 5.
That's actually coming pretty soon. Like Ant-Man and Wasp is February. Yeah. Which that's awesome. That's what, 7 months from now. Let's see. Loki season 2 will be next year.
So that'll be right after Quantumania, because this will be the follow up to Kang.
Yep. It's going to be in summer of 2023. So I would assume May, June, somewhere in there. They officially announced and named the Agatha TV show Agatha Coven of Chaos. Do we need this show?
No, absolutely not. We do not. The only reason to bring this up would be to bring in the mutant what's his name? The devil himself.
Oh, Mephisto.
That would be the only reason that we need this. Otherwise, like, we don't need this fucking show. We don't need it.
I know.
I mean, Catherine was great as Agatha, but we don't need the show.
What if the Agatha show happens, and just like in the WandaVision, you find out in like episode 4 that it was Agatha all along. Well, what if in like episode 4 of Agatha Coven of Chaos, it was Mephisto all along?
That was supposed to be WandaVision. That's what everybody kept thinking.
That's what we kept thinking. And maybe they just said, let's create this show and just do what we should have did in WandaVision. But I know one thing for sure. She better not become the new Scarlet Witch.
I don't think she will.
No.
I don't think she will either. I do think this is a gateway to get us more to that supernatural side of the MCU that they want to prop up with preparation for Blade. And I'm assuming they're going to do some stuff with Black Knight. So they're getting ready for those supernatural characters.
Oh, yeah, dude. Midnight Sun. Midnight Sun is definitely coming.
If they're smart, which Kevin Feige is, you would introduce Ghost Rider here.
Yep.
We'll see.
We'll see.
But is this supposed to be like a sequel to WandaVision, or is this supposed to be a prequel to WandaVision? Kind of like that whole her at the Salem witch moment.
I feel like it's going to be after WandaVision. Like, what do we need to know about Agatha prior to WandaVision?
Nothing.
Like, they would really have to fucking sell it.
But yeah, they would, because she wasn't like she was a good tool for this story, but being able to carry a franchise with their character, no, I can't see that.
Yeah. Catherine's great. Catherine is great. But all this negativity isn't because of Catherine Hahn. She's fantastic. Speaking of negativity, they announced Echo, or they finally officially announced the Echo TV show. Again, do we need this?
I've never seen a show that we know nothing about get his ass kicked so much.
Like this would be a spinoff of the Hawkeye TV show,
right? You know what the saving grace is going to be? Well, go ahead. You're probably about to say it, Alden.
The only reason we need this, and since we're already spoiler, we're getting Daredevil back again. The only reason that we need this is for her to kill like Fisk, so that can not be the character that Daredevil has anymore. Give him more villains. Stop making his villain Fisk.
Mhm.
Like that'd be the only reason. So she can.
They've
kill
already
Fisk.
they've already announced that Wilson Fisk is coming back for the Daredevil show.
Yeah, he is. He's on
Yeah,
the
we know
Daredevil
that.
show as well.
Yeah.
So
But let
have
him
you?
die in Echo.
So Alden, I know you're not a fan of trailers. Have you seen the latest She-Hulk trailer?
Yes.
Yeah. So Charlie Cox is now officially the hardest working man.
Oh
in
wait,
the
no, I
MCU.
haven't seen that. Damn, I need to see that. You mean to tell me that Bruce Banner and Charlie Cox is in this trailer?
Yep.
Yeah. So that's going to
And
be
isn't Wong in it too?
Yeah, Wong is in there also.
Yeah.
So apparently the Daredevil story arc starts with Spider-Man No Way Home, and it's going to continue through Echo, through She-Hulk, through Echo, and through his own damn TV show. So
Okay.
yeah, that's
I knew
what
he
they
was going to show up.
And
I mean,
believe
she's a lawyer. How many lawyers are in the MCU?
but here's the issue. Two really good ones.
I don't know.
The issue is, why not just give us the Daredevil show? We don't need Echo.
We don't. They have to fill out the schedule though.
Yeah.
They have to fill out the Disney Plus schedule, and this is what we're getting. Speaking of Disney Plus, we're getting Ironheart. That's officially announced for fall of 2023. This one is going to piss off a lot of white people.
Oh yeah,
I really wish they stopped trying to say that this is going to be the new Iron Man. No, Ironheart is her own story. She is her own story. That kid from Iron Man 3 will be Iron Man, not Ironheart. That kid is coming back.
I believe you're right. Put a pin in that because we're going to circle back to that when we get to the two Avengers announcements.
Okay. All right. Then we're running out of time, so let's keep it rolling.
Yes,
okay.
Keep going. Run.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 comes out May 5th. That's going to be part of Phase 5. We knew that. Secret Invasion, a Disney Plus TV show starring Samuel L. Jackson as I don't know if you've heard of him, Nick Fury. Usually a white guy. Weird, right?
Nick Fury's in this show? Oh my God.
So people have things to say about this. And I'm going to be real quick. I like this angle because one of the best things about Falcon and the Winter Soldier was the espionage angle. And I think that's what this show is going to be. And I think it's going to be really cool with the things that they're going to do with it.
Yeah, give us Super Skrull.
It's going to be full of Skrulls. We know that much. It's just so far the Skrulls have been good guys.
They have, which is unique.
So I feel like this is going to be the turn.
Heel turn.
Yeah. Let's see. We have already talked a lot about the new Daredevil show. It's going to be called Born Again.
18 episodes, dog.
Fuck that,
That's
man.
A lot.
Why?
18 episodes.
I think it's going to be 18 30-minute episodes.
I don't.
That's
still 9.
Too long.
That's still too long.
Still too long.
Y'all not better.
Like it should have. Like 6 is too short, but 10 is like 10 has been 10. I think 10 would have been perfect. 8 is too long.
Well, here's the thing. I wonder if it's split up in a different season and it's just got an 18 episode order.
They said once for first season is 18 has an 18 episode order.
Jeez.
I'm sure there'll be a break in there somewhere. They're not going to run for 18 weeks in a row. But
no way. There's nothing.
Maybe. Maybe they'll do the same thing they did with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And it was like, don't watch this episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. until you watch Civil War.
Don't do this shit. Please.
Don't say Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and make it seem like a good thing.
I mean, it was a cool thing, dog. It was a cool thing. It's like, don't watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, even the commercials for it. Don't watch this show until you've seen Civil War.
I will admit, the Winter Soldier part, that one was pretty good when Hydra agents were like the people that you brought on the show were actually Hydra agents.
It was a brand new show after that movie.
That was cool. It still wasn't a good show. But that part was cool. It is cool to see Daredevil back. It's cool that Charlie Cox is back. I want a new costume because the one on the Netflix show was trash, and I want Foggy to come back. I want the same actor to play Foggy.
Oh my god, I love Foggy in the show.
18 is too many episodes.
Way too many episodes. Didn't they announce Jessica Jones is coming back too? Not the show.
That's a rumor.
That's a rumor.
It's a rumor. Okay.
Yeah, that would be cool. I like Jessica Jones.
She's probably gonna be in. I honestly believe all the defenders are gonna show up in that show.
Even Iron Fist.
The new one, Catherine Reed, not Defender.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, they were so close to fixing that show.
So close.
Season 2 was so good.
It was.
Season 2 was really good.
Gentlemen, we are a year and 5 months away from the Blade movie, starring Mahershala Ali, Cottonmouth himself.
Okay. With Deadpool and Logan now being available on Disney Plus, why is this movie PG-13?
Did they announce that it's PG-13?
I don't think they announced that.
They haven't even filmed it yet.
No, they announced that a while back that it was going to be PG-13.
That shit could change now.
It should. It absolutely should.
That might change. That might change. But at the end of the day, they're still trying to cater to an audience.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
So
it's about printing money. I get it.
It's all about money, dog. And at the end of the day, they're going to want to do Midnight Sun, and the only way to do Midnight Sun is to get people behind it.
Let's see. Next one is Marvel Studios Thunderbolts.
This is the other one I was excited about. Here's why.
This is a side note. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you speak. Thunderbolts is gonna be a movie, not a series.
Yeah, it was rumored as a show.
I thought it was gonna be a show too until you just said that.
It's a movie.
They got to get to selling. They got to get to selling those stars now. Then, like right now.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of bought in on Yelena already. I'll watch it just because she's in it.
Yeah,
that's the only reason why I watched Black Widow.
You're going to need an established, surefire person to lead the Thunderbolts. This is where the Winter Soldier card needs to be played, and make him the leader. I think that's the best way to go with that.
I'm looking for Red Hulk.
I think we're gonna get Red Hulk.
I think it's gonna be, what's the British guy's name who's in Black Panther?
Yes, I know who you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking about. Played by the Hobbit.
Yeah.
Hobbit. Oh, you think he'll be over it?
Yeah, like the character's last name is Ross.
Ross. It is, yeah. You know what? We may not get Red Hulk. I think they're gonna throw Abomination in there.
Oh no, Abomination is definitely in it.
Yeah.
The three that we know for sure is Yelena, U.S. Agent, and Abomination. Those are the three that we know for sure that will be in it.
I'm sure Zemo is going to be in there as well. I feel.
Oh yeah, and Zemo.
Barf. No.
Yeah. Those are the four. Those are noted already.
Maybe he'll die in Act 1.
I like Zemo and
I liked him too. Yeah.
I liked him in there.
I liked him in everything but that. Okay, and of course the big announcement is 2 Avengers movies.
Mutants.
Mutants. No, 2 Avengers movies, the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, both to be coming out in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
So what's so funny about that is like you're putting 2 big multi-million-dollar movies in the same year, but they're different stories.
I don't think it's going to end up being different stories, though.
Yeah,
I don't think so either. I don't think so either. But that's
to bleed into each other.
They're going to have to.
Because what I know of the 2 stories, like Kang, obviously that's going to be a big multiverse thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I understand about Secret Wars, which I am a layman here, is that's like a big reboot situation where multiverses or multiple universes collide, right?
That's one version. Well,
yeah, that's one version.
Actually, that's all the versions, but there are different versions of that same version.
What you said, sure.
It's like Crisis on
I feel like it's just going to bleed into each other because of the it's the multiverse saga, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we already know the ending. They gave it to us in Loki.
Okay, you remember when I told you to put a pin in who the new Iron Man was going to be?
Mm-hmm.
This is what I was saving it for. So I was sitting up pondering on all this crazy shit after watching the Black Panther trailer for the 1,000th time. And
at that point,
they've relied quite a bit on fan service, right? You got Professor Xavier. You also got John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic in the Multiverse of Madness. They've already kind of flirted with the whole X-Men theme and all of that kind of stuff. In Multiverse of Madness, you also got different versions of Doctor Strange and so on and so forth. These two movies, namely the Secret Wars one, and this is if they don't go with the Game of Thrones style Secret Wars story that came out in like 2014 or something like that, which I think is a little too ambitious, and I don't think they're gonna go with it. And they go with the multiversal tournament that was the Secret Wars thing. This is where you get an alternate version of Captain America played by Chris Evans again. You're gonna get an alternate version of Tony Stark played by Robert Downey Jr. again, but you're also going to get an alternate version played by Tom Cruise. They're going to lose their fucking minds on this one. That's what I think. That's what I think is going to happen. Hold on, Sergio, before you interject, I got one.
I actually agree with him.
It's one more thing they're going to do because, like I said, they're trying to do this fan service shit with this movie. You're going to get those Fox X-Men. You're going to get Hugh Jackman, Halle Berry, and all of them are also going to show up in this movie. And it's going to
they kill him.
I agree. I agree with the latter part of that. I feel like the characters that were in Multiverse of Madness and how poorly the fan service was received in that movie, I feel like they're going to learn that lesson, that it kicked them in the ass, and stay away from the Tom Cruise shit. I
loved it.
However, I'm not saying it was terrible. It's just,
I get what you're saying.
For some reason, people didn't like that movie because it wasn't madness.
It wasn't enough madness.
It wasn't enough.
It wasn't the madness. It was the multiverse. It wasn't enough multiverse. It's not the madness part. It
2
was the
parts
multiverse,
half a part of madness. But I do completely agree that they're going to pull every fucking string they can to get as many legacy characters from Fox shit in. All of them.
Nick Cage shows up as fucking Ghost Rider here. Like, I really believe they're going to open the checkbooks and they're just going to pay everybody.
Like somewhere, Lou Ferrigno was watching this panel and said, "It's my time."
And all of this, I also think
I want the Japanese Spider-Man.
I also think they're going to go after. They're going to make a conscious attempt, whether it's cheap or not, to try and outdo Avengers Assemble. I believe they're gonna go for the jugular on that one. And I think that depends on how well everything up to it does. It has to go well. By the way, you remember I've been saying how Black Adam is going to save the DC universe thing?
I'm sorry, we're out of time.
No. The Black Panther Wakanda Forever is the movie that has to save the MCU at this point, to me. Yeah.
Well, the thing is they did themselves a favor and say, the end of Phase 4 is after Black Panther. Yeah. So they manufactured themselves a line in the sand that we can say, that phase was just trash. It's fine.
It was just awful.
No,
it was like
it's the first phase, man. It's the first phase, man. The first phase.
But forget phase 2 was awful too.
Good point. We're out of time, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to give you 15 seconds to plug. So, Jarius, go.
Follow me on The Unapologetic Geek on Facebook. Just The Unapologetic Geek. I even got it at the bottom of my screen, The Unapologetic, if you don't know how to spell it. But yeah, follow me there for videos and movie reviews.
I think you misspelled it.
I did.
Yeah, I think You're
the unapologetic.
Unapologetic experience.
It's supposed to be an old one, 6 of 8 years.
It's fantastic. Alden, go.
Listen to Dead Scene Kids. We recorded a new episode. It hasn't come out yet, but we got it. And we also have a new podcast that we're working on called Dead Screen Kids, where we talk about playing video games and like TV shows and shit that we're watching.
On screens.
Who knows where that goes yet? We don't know.
That is a really good
name. It exists.
I must say that's a really good name.
Thank you. I didn't come up with it. I'll take credit for it, but I didn't come up with it.
Good job, Hunter.
Thank you. I'll take it.
And me, I'm not going to plug me. We don't have time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for existing. Tune in next time. I'm Sergio. Bye.